Good.
All right.
You good?
Yes, sir. All right.
Sure.
3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to the Port Entertainment, another episode. Thank you for joining me. And today, I'm with my boy AJ. I met him a few weeks ago through a vending event, and I appreciate he wanted to come to do this, because if you're here, that means you got something to share, and most likely it's to inspire and to motivate. And thank you for being here, AJ.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
So TB, first and foremost, let's get started with to know a little bit more about AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a little background of where you're from and what you like to do.
That's a bet, no problem. So how's it going, everybody? My name is AJ. AJ stands for Nehru Jr. Some of you know me by AJ. Some of you know me by Rue. Some of you know me by Nehru. My name is Nehru Jr. That's what the AJ stands for. I'm named after my father. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Be more,
410. That's where I was born and raised. But my heritage, I'm Nigerian. My parents immigrated here from Nigeria and, raised me and my siblings up. And, we've been rocking ever since. So, I moved to Philly a few years ago. When I got out of school, I went to Towson University. Shout out to you. I got out of school a few years ago. I got a job out here. I'm in the wealth management field. I work in private wealth management as a wealth management professional, doing like client service pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I moved out here. And, that's what I've been doing for the past few years. And yeah, man, we in Philly. I love Philly, man. The city really embraced me. I feel like I was adopted into the city. I feel
the same way.
I'm a son of the city, honestly.
So you say you've been here 3 years, right?
Yeah, coming up on 3 years.
And I've been here 2 years, and I have the same feeling. The city embraced me. The people are very welcoming. Like you just run into people that are like with that, spirit of like, hey, what's up? That vibrant spirit. They just want to, give you that Philly vibe. That brotherly love that is known for. Even though you see all that crazy stuff going on out there.
Facts.
But you're always gonna find people, the good people, man. The city's run by those people.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. And I've never been to Baltimore, so I really want to go check it out.
We're gonna go, bro. That's where we're gonna shoot the part 2 at. We're gonna shoot in Baltimore, right in the city. We're going to have the whole spot packed out. Everybody going to be in there. What we like to do in Baltimore is we like to pack stuff out. So whether we doing like we recording something, photo shoot, pop up, we like to pack it out. We like to flood it out, man. That's how we go in Baltimore for real.
And what type of is there like a rivalry between Philly and Baltimore? Do get like what kind of like relationship do?
I feel like Philly to Baltimore, I feel like we cousins, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like the two cities, they eat off of each other and they thrive off of each other. Like, if it's any rivalry or anything like that, it's just like jokes and whatnot.
Right. It's always that.
I feel like Philly and Baltimore more so like cousins. I'd say the places that we more so have like a rivalry with in the DMV is mainly like PG, Prince George's County, then Moco, Montgomery County.
More locally.
And then DC more locally, because it's like, we got our own different type of styles, and then it's like people will be like, oh, like the DMV, like, oh, Baltimore's not a part of the DMV, or like Baltimore say, oh, they're not a part of the DMV. I say it's more so a rivalry with those areas, but Philly and Baltimore, I feel like we cousins for real. So,
because I feel like there's a lot of people from Baltimore and Philly.
Exactly. So
it might be a lot of Philly people in B-more,
Yeah, a few. I met a few in my life, but it's mainly I've met a few spot people in Philly that said, oh, I'm from Baltimore. Like my grandmother moved here in the 50s and so forth. So I see that for real. But yeah, I feel like we cousins, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I came from Indianapolis. I don't know if you're familiar with the Midwest. But it's totally different to the life out here. It's bigger cities, you know. And you met my cousin. The same day that we met, it was at this vending event. You had your brand that we're about to get into. So he was impressed by when it was his first time in the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I mean, life is moves faster. There's more, like, there's stuff popping up everywhere. Like you can't, if you're bored in over here, is because you're not going out,
Yeah.
because you can find a community for everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you're outdoorsy, if you like shopping local, you gotta find a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people pushing a brand, or pushing a lot of artists.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Just piggybacking off of what you said, like, one thing that I liked about Philly when I came here and I noticed, and not saying that we don't do this in Baltimore. In Baltimore, I feel like we need to do this more, and I've seen it more now in the last few years. But when I first moved to Philly, I'm like, dang, like, everybody has a side hustle.
Right.
Everybody's doing something, whether somebody is doing fashion, whether they're doing hair, whether they're doing makeup, whether they're a chef, whether somebody's scamming,
like
whether
cupcakes, like
exactly. Somebody's always doing something to side hustle in Philly. And not saying in Baltimore, of course, we have our little stuff here and there, but I really noticed in Philly, I'm like, all right, like, people here,
you can't miss it.
They really believe in entrepreneurship, and like, that's one of the things that kind of got me in that mind. That's one of the things that kind of got me in that mindset when I moved here, and just try to trickle that down back home. And I'm happy to see, in the city now, county, just the whole area, like DMV, I'm seeing a lot more of that now, the entrepreneurship. So I like to see that for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I mean, that's why we're here, because you have a brand that you basically stands for something. Like I feel like if you start a brand, it's for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You have either a mission, you have some change that you want to see happen. You want to make money, of course. You want to people to rock your brand, and especially if you make it stylish. So tell me a little bit about your brand. First of all, like the name of the brand and what it stands for.
No problem. So the name of the brand is TB Til Infinity. The TB and TB Til Infinity stands for thoroughbred. The thorough and thoroughbred, it stems from originally my childhood. My parents, immigrating from Nigeria and whatnot, they brought me and my siblings up on the foundations of being thorough, which means just being genuine, just being authentic, being, a real person. In Baltimore, we say thorough. In Philly, they say thorough. They say thorough for real. Yeah, a thorough bull. So, it's like that. And then just growing up, through high school and college, I was able to meet like-minded individuals that shared the same values and had similar upbringings to me. And, through college and then post-college, we're able to come together and, make the brand and put it together. 6 of us, me, myself, I'm CEO of the brand. And then, I have 5 other partners that I run the brand with. Marvin Bowen, Daniel Destine, Jeff Von Later, Brahima Maluba, and Eric Wynn. So we run the brand together. We met through high school and college, and we just came and sorted out.
That's great, man. That's already impressive, because you didn't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and that's one thing that we're going to get into. Like, people start their brand, but then there's, everyone wants to like have their brand like shine.
Yeah.
But then when you have like a community come together behind a brand, that's like even more powerful. Like,
exactly.
Like a group come, like, hey, like, let's do this together. You already like starting to collaborate from the get go.
Yeah.
And that's what sometimes, like what I say, like, everyone's pushing something, like, and then when there's too many of that, then people see it as competition,
right?
But like, what about like working together to, I seen a lot of love, like people like, I'll support your brand, let me get this shirt, but like 6 people coming together, I mean, that's lovely. And
no, for sure. And it really just stems from kind of our meaning and mission behind the brand. Like, our mission is, we're a brand of creatives. Striving to inspire all people to have optimism and uplift others around them, just uplift all communities.
Yeah.
Always trending upward. That's our motto, always trending upward. We always want to be trending upward. We always want to be pushing people to trending upward. we're just all about, you know, forward progress and just being 1% better each day. 1% better each day. We just want to keep getting better each day. No one day should be the same. Every day is going to come with its different set challenge. So, you know, that's just what we really try to embody.
Is that the Til Infinity part?
Thank you, man. My guy right here, Octavio, he got it. So that's the Til Infinity right there. So TB, that's thoroughbred, then Til Infinity. So you know that trend. Pull it right here. The trend right here, you see it on the logo, Til Infinity. That's the trend going up. That's Til Infinity. So you know, infinity. That means no bounds, no limit. It's infinite. It's infinite. Everything with us is never ending. You know, so. That's what we just try to push. That's what we embody, man. That's us. That's TB Til Infinity.
Basically, it's not gonna stop as long as we're breathing. You know, as long as we're alive, we're like gonna continue.
Exactly. Even when we gone.
Yeah.
No, we gonna pick it up. We gonna have the movement set. So everybody just gonna keep embodying that movement, following that movement. And
yeah, I mean, I already got some of your shirts. My cousin came. He took some to Indianapolis. You know. Man, they're very stylish, man. I like what you're pushing. You know, you got your hats,
yes, sir.
And then different graphics, like, and you know, they all like their own. Like
yes,
you're not copying anything. The people at they're like graphic designer, or like they all like
so we so within the brand, you know, we have our various roles. So the people that mainly focus on the design is Jeff and Eric, but I help a lot with the design as well because kind of like I have my own little bit of experience with that, working with Adobe and so forth. But Eric and Jeff, they kind of lead the design. So you know, but we try to work as a team with every piece of product that we put out, and especially how the product is gonna look. And the vision behind it. That's what, you know, we try to do. We try to work cohesively, even though each individual person has their set thing in the brand that's a strength that you know, they help the brand with, for the brand to, you know, be successful. We all try to collaborate and, you know, just make it cohesive.
Right. Yeah, of course. That's what I see. Like and I'm guessing like you said you put a 2 cents in on the design. Yeah, like what, like you want to see a lot. You want to push the brand, like you want to continue growing the team as well.
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, the team already is growing. So, like within the brand, you know, like I said, it's the 6 of us, you know, that came together, put the brand together. But we have ambassadors. We have over 10 ambassadors right now. A lot of our ambassadors mainly stem in the Maryland area. We have one in Pennsylvania. But we're really trying to expand with that. We had one formerly in California. So that's kind of our way in which we're trying to expand and grow our network right now is, you know, through our ambassadors and through collaborating. Yeah. So, you know, right now is really our focus, just to expand, you know, because like where I met you, Octavio, that type of event, imagine if every month I went to an event like that in all states. In every state in the United States. Yeah. You know, that type of thing, that can really help with the growth of the brand. Yeah. You know, so that's why I like that. So right now, that's really our focus. We're just trying to expand, grow our network.
Yeah, you got to like put in the legwork, you know. You got to put yourself out there.
Exactly.
And like, how do you are able to get 6 people together and come behind the brand? Because, you know, we like I said, we're all individuals. We want to have our own thing. And then on top of that, like, what's the key to you, like to be able to collaborate, like to put like hate and envy and jealousy to the side, to like stop like trying to compete and be more of like, hey, I see you, you see me, like we both have a similar mission, like let's work together, you know what I mean?
That's a great question. So I mean, of course it's hard because at the end of the day, it's 6 people. Even with our ambassadors, everybody's different. You know, like we can all have the same general vision, but we all have a different way to go about it. So with that, the main thing is just like trying to make sure that what we want to do, our mission and our end goal, it all aligns across the board. And then, you know, getting there, how we get there is we're understanding of each other. We hold each other accountable. And we continue to communicate. You know, the most important thing is communication. because at the end of the day, like, let's say, for example, this interview today, for example, let's say if somebody was like, oh, no, don't do it or do it this way. But other ones are saying, oh, no, do it, or, you know, then it's like, okay, let's get into communications. What are the pros? What are the cons? What's our end result? Okay, if we have an end result of expanding, growing, collaborating, it's a no-brainer to do something like this. We need to do more of this.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's kind of how we work it out. And you know, envy, jealousy, it's not much of that we have, because like we've known each other for so long, and we already have been through those type of stages in the relationships where somebody would be mad at this or somebody would be mad at that. So it's like we understand each other. We have real relationships. We've made real memories together. Like we've been around each other's families. We've celebrated great moments in people's lives. We celebrated ups. We celebrated downs together. So it's like at the end of the day, like when it comes to the brand and just communicating or whatever, it's like, man, it's like, bro, like it's not taking anything personal. We all just want the brand to be successful.
Yeah, you're not gonna agree on everything, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay when you know you form a group where you can like disagree and they're not gonna like, you know, kick you out. You know, you're able to disagree and share your opinion, and it's okay. Like, hey, like we respect that, instead of like everyone being afraid of speaking up. Facts. You know, like there's only like one person that leads, and no one else is like basically a dictator. Like, hey, like we gotta do it this way, you know, or you're out. Like,
no, none of that.
I mean, you're the CEO, so you kind of like have to be the leader. Well, you have to be the leader, but then you also have to basically motivate, you know, inspire.
Exactly. And that's what I try to focus on more. I try to focus more on, you know, with my team, with everybody. I try to more so motivate and inspire, and also allowing that room for them to motivate and inspire me. I don't really try to get into anything of that nature of dictating or ordering at the end of the day, because I don't want anybody to feel like it's not fun. Yeah. Or I don't want anybody to look at me like I'm not the same person that, you know, they knew back in 10th grade. You understand what I'm saying? Or I'm not the same person that they met the first week in college. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to ever look at me like that. So I use them to also hold me accountable and keep me in check. Make sure I'm communicating with them the right way. And, you know, but at the same time too, like as CEO, I have to expect greatness from those around me, and I want them to expect greatness from me. Yeah. So with that, I just try to hold everybody accountable, hold everybody to a reasonable standard, making sure everybody's doing at least the bare minimum or above the bare minimum. Like I said, keeping everybody accountable, communicate with everybody, knowing the right way to communicate with each person. You know, because the way I communicate with Octavio might not be the same way I communicate with Jim or John or Michael, or you know what I'm saying? Man. So it's that type of thing.
Yeah, you speaking like a CEO right now, bro.
I try, man. You know, it's destined for me. It's written.
Yeah, I mean, and then since you already have that CEO mentality, you know, it's only like time for it to grow. Like it's gonna happen. Like as people that get to a CEO position, or they get to a certain like leadership position, and power corrupts, you know, so they start like being that like, oh, nah, we gotta do it like this, we gotta do it like that, and then like, you know, like you said, like you still want them to think that you're still that person that they knew. Like some people change when they get to a certain like, level.
And the key with that is like, it's kind of like I seen Denzel Washington had this quote, like, when you at the top, you know, that's when evil really tries to, you know, like attack you and contain you. But that's why I really just, and even me, like what I try to do is to keep me in check with that is I really just try to stay tapped in with my guys. I like to check in on them. I like to talk to them. Everything I'm doing, I like to invite them. Like I like to say, yo, come up to Philly. Let's do this. Bro, what's going on with that? What's going on in your personal life with this? Or you got this going on? How can I support you, bro? Like one of our owners, Rahima, he recently moved to Denver, and as soon as he moved to Denver, I said, bro, I'm coming to Denver for your birthday. We're gonna do this. We could do this for the brand. We could do that. So just doing stuff like that allows it to still be relatable. It keeps it fun, and just keeps everybody connected. It's also about having a good team too. It's also about chemistry as well. It's really about chemistry.
Yeah.
So, just trying to
Understanding,
maintain that.
being a people person, like,
Exactly.
hey man, you're on the right track, man, with that mindset, man. Keep going, bro.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, so that's why I appreciate you coming here and sharing this on CEO mentality. That's what you're sharing, man. So and we wanted to focus on collaboration,
Yes,
on
sir.
like, I really appreciate the way you kept it real, where you were approachable and you're willing to work with. Like, I have my brand, Nova Lens, which,
yes, sir.
yeah. So, I started it to raise awareness towards the violence in the streets. That's, still popping, still happening. And you didn't just like, oh, he got a brand, I gotta push my brand, like, fuck his brand, Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm like, you're I like what you're promoting, like, and basically it's because of the people behind it too.
Yep.
It's not just like, oh, buy my brand, like, you're actually like, you're actually a good people. I met your was it your brother?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. That's one of the owners of the brand.
Yeah, man. And when there's good people behind a brand, I mean, is easier to support it. So, exactly. I mean, I've been supporting a few brands here. We're here in Rec Philly, and they got their brands. But yeah, like, let's work together. Like,
exactly.
Let's let's think of interesting ways where your brand and my brand can, like, come up with something like that can help benefit both of us.
Both of us, benefit all people. Then just like kind of the event that we met at, it was a small intimate event. So what I tried to do when I got there, I'm like, okay, it's a small intimate event. Let me talk to everybody. So I first met your cousin. And then he told me, your cousin was pushing, he was repping Nova Lens, etc. I'm like, he said, okay, I'm here with my cousin, you outside? I said, okay, let me go outside. So as soon as I went outside, I seen, you had the camera, everything, you were recording, just talking to everybody. And we introduced, we talked to each other, and you're just telling me about your brand and whatnot. And then the Nova Lens, I thought that was very creative. Nova Lens, no violence. Yeah. I thought that was extremely creative. And then we started talking about gun control. And then we're talking about gun control, that's a very sensitive topic. Yeah. And because, some people can be all the way this way about it. Some people can be all the way this way about it. Yeah. And I won't personally, put out kind of like what your belief is on it. But I felt like you were very moderate, and you were also very, like, intelligent. You're realistic with what you said about it.
I feel like
that's the same way that I am. So we immediately connected there. And it's like, okay, how can we help each other? Then you told me about how you like to do things in the community, how you like to interview people, how you like to talk to people about this. And I'm like, I'm up that same alley. So
so that's why I'm hoping like you're also like on a mission to like seeing change in the community, not just we all want, like, we want to become successful, but are we also giving back? Are we also changing people's lives?
Yes, sir.
And that's what it is about. If I see, you even want to support a brand more and more when you see that.
Yeah, 100%. And I like that you said that, really, the topic of giving back, and that's what we mean in our mission statement when we talk about how we want to uplift others. So kind of, what we try to do as far as our community service, we try to do clothing drives in our community. In Baltimore, we've done a few in Baltimore. We've done about 3 clothing drives in Baltimore. Just
clothing drives,
just giving back clothing to the people, clothing them in the winter. That's actually winter seasons, making sure they have clothing. Especially because we're a clothing brand.
Yeah, I like that.
So then also what we did recently, a few weeks ago in Montgomery County, they have a coalition for the homeless. We went there, just try to give them some food and so forth. And then what we're doing upcoming this fall is we're going to go to a few schools and, just talk to the children about entrepreneurship and, education and, just being good people. So that's really a main focal point and driving point of what we're trying to do in this message at TB Til Infinity. We want to show people, we want to show the world how to be thoroughbred, how to be TB, and then push that till infinity. That's exactly what we're really trying to do.
You give them hope, and, you give them like you're basically trying to reach those hopeless minds. Yeah. Like, wait, like like TB to Infinity, like, man, I can be thoroughbred to infinity.
Exactly.
You know, all it takes is like, you know, like they're showing us how to do it. You know, they see you know, they see you, the people that you with. They're like, man, I want to be like them. You know what I mean? You're actually like, when you do events like that, you know, you don't know how much you're impacting. You know, especially the young people. People are younger than you.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep doing that, man.
No, for sure, 100%. So within like us doing the outreach and so forth, Daniel and Marvin help with that, doing the outreach and the marketing for those events, and just thinking of new events that we can do, new lucrative things to do. We definitely want to do at least one more clothing or food drive this summer, and then coming up in September, that's when we're gonna touch back. With a few of us, me, Eric, Marvin, and Brahima, our alma mater, Pikesville High, a school in Baltimore. We're gonna go there, talk to the children and whatnot, catch up with them. You know, because we graduated from high school in 2015, and then we graduated college 2019, 2020. So just going back, touching back with them, seeing it, just giving them a different perspective, because I remember kind of growing up and going through high school and so forth. It was just like, you know, you want to go to college, get a good job, and then, you know, that's it. But I want to we want to go back and show these children that, okay, you can go to college, but you can also have a side hustle. You can have a business. And if you don't end up going to college and you want to just hop into, you know, a side hustle or business, what are the pros, cons, and the risk factors with doing that too? So that's what we trying to do this summer.
That's dope. Yeah, man. Showing them another way, another outlet.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
So where can they find TB Til Infinity? You have a website or?
Yes, sir. So you can find TB Til Infinity merch on tbtilinfinity.com.
Okay.
It's right here, you know. tbtilinfinity.com. Scan the QR code. That's us right here. You can find us, and then you can also check us on our Instagram at TB Til Infinity, on our Twitter at TB Til Infinity, on Facebook at TB Til Infinity. So on TikTok at TB Til Infinity. So we're on every platform. Support. We got a lot of new stuff that's dropped. As you can see right here, we got this new trucker hat.
So you gotta give the people a little discount, you know, for
for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody that watched this podcast, you're gonna put the code in TB Til 10. That's TB TIL 10. TB Til 10. That's a 10% discount off of everything. Yeah. You know, we got the socks. We got the crop top. We got the little crop top here for the ladies. The high waisted right there. Hold that. Thank you. This for the ladies. Ladies hot girl summer.
Yeah.
That's the high waisted right there, the triple TB. Then you know that crop top. Crop top right there for the ladies. Then you know we got the socks. Socks for everybody. So
and then we got
the quarter zip. We got our possibilities tee right there. Pegasus. The Pegasus. That's what I'm wearing right now. Pegasus tee. Yeah. You know, just rising above the form. It's the rising above the storm. Being creative. We got the optimism. That right
something
there.
Different.
Let me pull the optimism out, because the visuals on this is crazy right here. So you see that this is just to showcase two different perspectives, you know, between man and woman. You know,
that's nice
and different.
I should definitely get that.
Yeah, everybody, you know, in 2020, the year when we started off, just showing two different perspectives, you know, man and woman, depending on whatever perspective, ideas you have.
Yeah, we're not enemies.
We're not enemies at all. We just have an open mind.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, when you have an open mind, when you have an open perspective, it opens your eyes to new doors, new opportunities, and that's all we want as people, human beings. We just want opportunity. We just want to be great. So, you know.
Yeah, I like that shirt, because that's another like hot topic, like how there's a lot of beef, or like man, what should a woman provide?
Yeah,
like
the gender rules, the gender debate.
Yeah, about like women like need to bring this to the table, men need to bring this to the table. Man, see it like it's basically like you see a woman as like a transactional, instead of like, hey, like, you're a woman, I'm a man, like if you like, I can't do the things you can do.
Right.
You can't do the things I can do. Like, you know, we need each other.
We need each other.
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
So you just gotta find a woman that with that same mindset.
Without man, it's no woman. Without woman, it's no man. So
yeah, I mean, like, I was talking to my cousin how like Kevin Samuels is very controversial.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
You might not agree with everything he said, but he was right on a lot of things. He said, I mean, I brought it up how we live in a man's world. What I mean by that is like most things are created by man because most construction is done by man.
Yeah.
But a man can build a house, but the woman turns it into a home.
Yep.
You know?
Very good point.
Guys, you gotta start thinking like that. You can't be thinking like, oh yeah, like you got women you try to keep women at a distance, man.
Bring them here. Like that's one of the big things with us now. You know, like because we are 6 men that came together to start the brand.
Yeah.
And we do have women in our ambassador positions, but we want to be involved with more women, like creatives that are women. Whether you dance, whether you sing, whether you model, come collaborate with us for sure. Come collaborate with us. Like just bringing in that different perspective, and we're open minded to that. That's one of the things that we're really trying to do now in Maryland and Philly and
some
everywhere.
Models.
We have the product, so come collaborate with us. Like I don't mind to sit down with anybody. The gender rules, whole thing, like we just said, man needs woman, woman needs man. So that's one of the big things with us too, ladies. So don't feel hesitant to, you know, collaborate or want to tap in with us because you see it's a heavy presence of men. We're open-minded guys. TB, we're open-minded. We welcome all, no matter what. We
wise out here.
Yes, you got to educate yourself.
I finna ask him a question that, you know, show how wise he is.
Right.
Because some interesting questions. Like, if you could sit down with any person in history that, you know, dead or alive, you know, have a chat with her, him, who would it be and why? Like, it could be like a celebrity. It could be like a philosopher, like a singer, you know, anyone. Like, what person comes to your mind? You're like, damn, I wish I could sit with them and pick their brain, you know?
I mean, I have a few. I have about, I got like 3, honestly.
Hey, you know, you can sit with 3 people.
Okay, that's a bet. So, is it dead or alive or?
Dead or alive, yeah.
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first person that I would want to sit down with, probably dead or alive, I'm going to have to say kind of right now with everything, the way the world is trending, I definitely want to sit down with Elon Musk.
Oh,
I definitely want to sit down with Elon Musk, like what he's saying as far as the markets on what's going on right now.
Yeah.
What he's saying as far as, you know, how things are trending with technology, what he's doing with his own brand, how he's trying to shift that. Yeah. I think I even heard that he's trying to go into like the cell phone industry and whatnot. And then it was real controversial lately how, you know, they said that he bought Twitter, but I feel like his insight and his mindset and progression and just very progressive things, because one of the things, and when you're trying to build a brand, when you're trying to build a following, you need to have a futuristic mindset. Like, the second person I also sit down with is Kanye West.
Ooh.
And a lot of people say Kanye West is crazy and so forth, but Kanye West says a lot of things that are very smart. Like,
he's ahead of his time too.
Always been ahead of his time. Like, Kanye said this, and like I was like, wow. Because what you grow up and you hear is you always want to listen to people older than you. Always want to listen to older people, they're wise, and you do want to listen to those older people. But Kanye West came out and said, I only listen to people that are younger than me. They said, why? He said, because the younger people, they're the one that are on the next wave. They're the one that's going to carry after us. They're the ones that know what's hot next. They're the one that know what's. So as far as his music, his fashion, his vision, he listens to young people. He has young people behind him, and that's what, you know, kind of pushes him. So just from a creative, visionary standpoint, Kanye West, you know, Elon Musk, and then I'll say the third person I probably want to sit down with, I'll say Barack Obama.
Okay.
I say I want to sit down with Barack Obama because it takes a certain type of person, just human being, to have what was heaped on his shoulders, you know, just being the first not only man, being first black president, the controversy that went behind that, the rumors, the turmoil, how they were trying to investigate his upbringing, going to Kenya, all of that, the decision making that he had to make, just to reform healthcare, then trying to deal with the defense of the American nation, and then the whole situation, how he handled that Osama situation, and then how he came up and when he was going through preliminaries and so forth, he was going against Hillary Clinton, who was a former president's wife, and then at the same time, so he just overcame a lot of challenge, and I just like how he really carried himself the whole time. He carried himself with principles of integrity, principles of family, and then just being an overall, good person. Of course, no president is perfect. But I feel like with what he had to deal with, because, like with the recession and everything, just what we had to deal with, and then coming out of being in war, I just feel like, he did a phenomenal job. He really influenced change, and he inspired so many people. And that's one of the things that comes to his brain. You want to inspire those generations to come. And he inspired Kamala Harris. He inspired so many different people, all the young people that want to get into politics. And not only did he do that for black people, but for all people, whether you're Latin, whether you're Asian, whether you're African, whether you're European, wherever you're from. He inspired all people because it's just a change of people of color. So I feel like that'd definitely be my.
I think you can take a lot from sitting down with him. Because like you said, like, the way he carried himself through it all, like he's not like Trump, where it's like you see. I mean, you can't hate or love Trump.
Yeah, some people, to each is to own.
But sitting down with a guy with such eloquence like Barack Obama, like always kept it like that. I'm like, even when and he always had like a witty mindset, like like whenever they ask him questions. I seen some funny interviews that he has done. I was saying like Kanye West, man, a lot of people hate on him because like he's very controversial with the things he say, but like he like slavery mindset, like he made songs. I mean, he's always believing in God. Like Jesus Walks song, man, that's an incredible song. Jesus Walks. But and then he went away from being like religious, calling himself God and this, and now he's back into hip-hop, Jesus, like loving Jesus and all that.
He was mainly the hip-hop, the general rap music. Some call it misogyny. But regular hip hop. Then he went more into like making spiritual music, more about God and whatnot. And then now he's back into his back into hip hop and whatnot. But more so for him, like Kanye is one of my favorite music artists of all time. My favorite music artist of all time is Lil Wayne. But more so from